One moment here while I try to... Wow, my hair went everywhere on me. One moment. Let's see if I can't set this up right quick. Like I said, when I'm out here recording, I don't like, I really don't like, I have, camera rules to follow internationally, basically. Like over there, we don't really have, like, freedom of the press like we do here in America on that. So, a lot of, and even hell, when you're on private properties and all that. See, that's another thing. With YouTube, legal on that. It's like, shoot, technically a disclaimer on that would be, since I'm out here doing YouTube like I am, and I accidentally get your face on camera, I wish I could just blot it out or something. I mean, so if I'm out here and I'm doing the recording, I keep the camera on me. So, how's it going? And, shoot. I mean, that's basically what I'm supposed to be doing the whole time at that point. So, but like I said, disclaimer, if you ever see your face on one of my cameras, there's nothing against you. Technically, I was going by another old legal disclaimer in the first place, just to cover that as blank English as I can. But yeah, effectively, none of the footage could ever be used against anyone unless it's like a direct hostile act, blah, 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 blah. But I still say I wish I could just blot out someone's face or change their voice or something. Okay, that's where I'm coming from versus the old disclaimer and the legal side of shit. So, like, I'm trying to say, if you ever do, because I don't have the software capacity to remove your face or anything from the videos, if you ever do see one, just throw me a comment below with the hashtag back over to my Twitter, and I will find you, and I will find out where I can blank it out somehow. Okay? I will find the software to do so. But that's kind of the lowdown on that disclaimer. As far as anything else is concerned, I literally, at this point, like, I know it's actually daytime for once, right? I actually started in with my coffee first, and then I just was like, my neighbor helped with a couple pieces of bread, with some bread and I had some leftover jelly, so I had 1 can of beans left. So I made my own peanut butter and jelly. The only other thing I really have to get is cigarettes. Tobacco's running low. So, a couple stogies. That's about it. How's it going? YouTuber, peace. So, that's about it on status quo. Try to get some cigarettes going. Although, what's funny is that if I get, $8, then I get a whole bag of tobacco again. But these are how I do things, like on the humble level, by the way. Let's break that down. I'd rather get a $1.50 set of stogies than ask someone for a pack of cigarettes. You understand? I'm very simple and humble at this stuff. This is also how I live on a budget and get by. So yeah. So even though it's $2 more, well, $3 more than a pack of smokes to have enough tobacco for the month, that's more cost effective. If I go $3 above the $5 for the cigarettes, then I've got tobacco for the month. Okay? But if all I have is $5 and I'm hungry still, then I still need to grab something to eat, and I only got $5, guess what's a better priority? My Swisher Sweets. Good old Swishers. So, it's like I drop down a notch and then I've got enough for tobacco and food, get it? So that's my $5 plus or minus tactic in finances. Basically, I just gave some financial, it's like, minus at $3 basically, and I can still get stogies and something to eat. See, so that's how that works.
Still playing that guitar?
Oh yeah, I'm making it by $1 at a time, man. So that's how I've been doing. That's my simple, humble budget, financial little budget plan framework there. So it's like, yeah, if I was in a richer area, for instance, which unfortunately there's a boundary zone, because if you get to a richer area that and it's too rich, then no one has cash. Everyone's digital. Go figure, right? And I'm sorry I'm not drunk, but I have not taken my medicine yet today, so as usual I sound a little off. That thing's full, thank you. Yeah, have a good one. Yeah. That's why my next little plan is I'm not going to linger here. I'm just kind of making this little quick video now, and it's like almost, if I could just, I almost want to make like a hook on my back for it. Wouldn't that be cool? If I could just hook the dang thing on my back. I'm going to see what I can do to make more than just one chicken sandwich happen. One little chicken junior ain't going to fill me up, that's for sure. But at least I have enough to get tobacco if I had to at this point. So here, let me try to actually clear a little bit of the stage. I'm kind of going in between the cigarette box and the leftovers here. And I started working on a new little, kind of one of those melancholy kind of songs. You know? See, right now, if I can make one more dollar, actually, then I will have enough to get stogies and something to eat. That's it. Because I got my dang, blood thinner and anti-spasmodic going. And as you can't tell, I'm able to speak better as everything's going on. Oh, yeah. Just slowly but surely, Like, otherwise, I'll be sitting here and my knee will start getting weak and all that shit and start getting dizzy spells. It's horrible. It's just brain damage, but it's it's either that or I'm going to be a walking pharmacy, Because you got the MS side of it, multiple sclerosis. You got that, which I have to, There's all these little list of referrals that would take an entire video for it. Anyway. And I talked to the doctor about the antispasmodic qualities of hops and the blood thinner qualities. And I said, you know what? There's only one fricking PFO, one fricking lager, if anyone knows the difference between a malt versus a lager. Or all these different beer names that my brain can't process right now. But yeah, there are different kinds for reasons. And yeah, Steel Reserve is the only one that, if I could find a non-alcoholic version of it, it would qualify as a tonic. Well, guess what? I need a blood thinner too, so... So it is technically my pharmacy in a can. And what's funny is that I come off drunk before that. That's why I was kind of saying, I'm like, did you? And then here's the funny thing. Here's where it's criminal defacing on some levels. Okay, or what is it called? Not defacing, defaming. Okay. I forget where I'm going for a moment. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I was gonna say. So effectively, the bums, this is where it's a little defaming if someone thinks I'm out here bumming. The bums make more money than I do. Let's get that clear. The bums and the drug addicts make more money than I do. I'm a lower class than they are when it comes to economic economic class warfare, anyone? Anyway. That's also why I try to stand in front of the camera too, by the way. That song from Matilda pretty much popped into my head. So to speak, since, you know, technically any song that would be in my head is just coming out of my fingertips instead. I just always heard the tone, like, that's the old Matilda. Now I'm avoiding it like the plague because I don't want plagiarism. Hey sir, could I buy a cigarette off you?
I have one.
Shit, thank you. The only thing left on my little list, get a couple of stogies on.
Yeah. There you go.
I gotta readapt it because I got missing strings, so I want to go right through there all phantom string mode. Hold on here. Here's you two.